Hi everyone, welcome to the last explanation reveal challengey video for aniMaytion, a month-long animation challenge in May that I put out there for people to animate their science, animate their stories, and each week learn a different style of animation to do so. And the reveal for this week is stop motion. Now, slightly differently to the weeks before, I've actually announcing this week's challenge a week late, so I'm revealing today my own stop motion video that I've already done. The rest of this video will be explaining how I made that, and then you have another week or however long you ever need to do that stop motion, but I will be releasing mine today. So if you haven't seen the other video that's up, I highly recommend you going to check out and clicking this link to check that 2-minute stop motion video out first, because I'm laughing at my own self. It's really tickled me, that video, and it will spoil it if you don't watch it first. So go do that and then come back. So stop motion is actually, I found my favourite type of animation. I was actually dragging out finishing aniMaytion month because I enjoyed doing the other styles of animation, but it's a really, really time-consuming process. And with everything else going on, I think maybe it was a lot to ask. Sorry guys. Flipbook animation was really fun, but very limited in what you could animate. The computer animation was almost the opposite, and you could animate anything, and that was just as mind-blowing. But stop motion animation is making models of different creatures using toys, plasticine, Play-Doh, whatever you've got that you can mould, or any toys that you can move, and moving them slowly, taking a picture, moving them again, taking a picture, and that will form a animation series. And I found that's the most fun. Firstly, making the creatures are great. That's really fun. That's just like playing with Play-Doh as a kid. Making your own characters with your hands in front of you is actually very therapeutic and very fun. And compared to maybe the more technical aspects of the other two types of animation, it feels much more hands-on, much more trial and error, and you don't really need to make sure you're sketching right because you're just moulding with your hands in front of you, and that was really fun. It's also a lot quicker than I thought it would be. I downloaded this really cool app called, it's called STOPMotition. It's free, cheap, cheerful. I mean, it's probably really limited if you want to do fancy stuff, but basically you take a picture, move it, take a picture, move it, and it stitches it all together for you, and within seconds of you pressing finish, exports it on your iPad or your iPhone to photos, and you've got your video there and then. You can't really see how the animation's going, it doesn't have any like onion skin, so you can't see what it was before, but for something cheap and cheerful, I think it was great, and I liked that it, you know, went off without a problem. Using an iPhone or an iPad that was really easy to do stop motion because it was touchscreen, which meant I didn't have to click a button. In the video that I asked an animator, Andrea, about how to do tips and tricks for stop motion, she suggested that you need to be able to remotely take it, and I agree that if you were on a camera, pressing the button down would shake the camera and it would make your pictures all go blurry and fuzzy, but having something, if you can't do that, that's touchscreen where you can just lightly tap it, seemed to work pretty well. The idea of this challenge was to promote a science, kind of a scientific fact if you can, or a story, and I think maybe I leant towards the story side slightly with this week's video. As many of you, we have all been stuck inside. Those of you that have not got access to the beach or the coast, haven't been there in ages. I think this may be the longest in my life. I have never ever set foot on a beach or got to rock pool or explore, and it's, I suppose in the grand scheme of things it's not a big deal, but it doesn't make it any less I want to get to the beach so bad. So one of the things that is helping with this, and in fact Marine Mumbles, my YouTube channel, has helped me through a lot of things when my PhD has got difficult or I'm struggling with other stuff, it's kind of been this like constant great project that I just love doing and enjoy, and even though it's a lot of hard work, it's really, really rewarding. And again, with this lockdown, I have hundreds of videos of marine things. I've got footage that I can edit. All these ideas of creatures and facts and things that are in my head that I can kind of, I don't know, escape through that. I can think of videos I'm going to make in the future, exciting species I want to see, art that I can draw. I still have all these thousands of weird facts crawling around in my head, and the fact that lockdown is going on doesn't mean I can't share that. And I suppose I just didn't know how to convey the magic that I feel with my YouTube videos, whether you guys see it or not. For me, it's a saving grace. I really love it, and I just thought, what if I could bring marine mumbles to life with animation? Because that's genuinely how I feel when I watch the stuff, and I hope that for some of you it's the same way, that when you watch a video of mine you can escape to the beach that I'm exploring, or you can imagine you're in the deep sea, or you can imagine you're, you know, you can paint along and escape that way. And that's just what I wanted to do. And also, oh, it's just funny. It really made me laugh. I didn't laugh at my own thing. Maybe I would like to say it's because it's going on like, what, 2.5 months now, and I've been isolating in a flat on my own, so I haven't had any physical human contact. But I think it really just is the fact that that video is kind of like my usual Tuesday evening in my brain. That really is just what goes on in there all the time. So it's nice to see when it comes out of my brain onto screen. Yeah, so that my own video has really tickled me this time. So how did I do it? Well, I've got some footage of me making the each little character. I had this make your own animation movie kit with me for ages that I hadn't done in a while, and in that came lots of little tiny blocks of plasticine, not very plastic conscious, but you do actually need them sealed to stop them drying out. So I'm glad, I suppose, at least they were in the plastic slightly, because they didn't dry out, even though I've had this kit for years, so that I could use it for this animation. And then I looked through all my videos and saw some of the creatures that I could make with the colours that I had, and just went about making them. A starfish is always an easy good shout, and seaweed, that doesn't really have a shape, so that was good too. The anemone I thought was a bit of a risk, because well, there's a lot of tentacles and moving them would be difficult, but I thought actually just moving them a little bit and each of them worked out to be pretty easy, so that was good. I then filmed all of the stuff where the creatures and characters were whole first, and so that included the bit at the end where it's around my phone, and the other bits where I'm holding them, because to do the bit where they come out of my phone you actually have to do it backwards. So pretty simple, pretty normal stop motion animation for the normal stuff. I would just put the species there, move them a little bit, take a picture, move them a little bit, take a picture. Pretty standard stuff. When it came to them popping out of my phone, I had the well, I remade the creature to show you a bit better. So you'd have the creature, you would pull off a little bit and then take another picture, and pull off a little bit and take a picture, and pull off a little bit, take a picture, and pull off a little bit and take a picture, so that it looked like it was descending into the phone. I then exported the video and it looked like this, so like I was pushing a starfish in, and then I reversed it. In my LumaFusion editor there's a little reverse button, reversed it, and it looked like I was pulling out the creature from the phone, which was a slight genius move on my part, probably not that genius, but I really liked how it came out. And yeah, that was my animation and my video, just as, I suppose, a 2-minute video to show you what marine mumbles means to me, what I hope it might help or impact or mean to some of you, and yeah, I just love being silly. So that was the aniMaytion challenge videos you're going to see from me. That's all of them. I would love to keep seeing your videos. I love watching them. I love seeing what you guys are getting up to. If you're watching this, you know, months in the future, years in the future, still do it, still tag me in it. I would want to see them from now and whenever you get time to do so. And from now on, we're going to be back to normal content. But I think it's been a great month for me to kind of reflect on exactly where I want Marine Mumbles to go in the future. And maybe, as much as I enjoyed the animation, and I particularly enjoyed the stop motion animation, we're probably going to see that again. Maybe it's time for us to get back to a bit more on the weird facts specific side. I've kind of missed looking up weird things and talking about that quite as much. So we're going to moving back more on a sciencey silly focus than we are onto learning new types of arty kind of stuff. We're still going to have fun with either and both. But let me know what type of content you prefer. Oh, before I go, quick thing. I'm actually competing in the FameLab final. FameLab is a global scientific communication competition. I've managed to get through the like Edinburgh local heats, the Scottish heats, and now I'm participating in the UK finals with one winner going through to the global finals. There's also an audience prize and a runner-up. That is being live streamed next Wednesday at 7 o'clock, I think. I will include the link and the description below. If you guys want to watch and I suppose vote for whoever you think is best, but you know, I'm also competing, so it'll be great. Everyone there is absolutely amazing. They're all great scientific communicators. It will be a great evening for you just to watch, vote for your favourite. Trust me, they are all incredible people and communicators and going to be amazing. But I'm really excited for it, so I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm in that. That is going live as part of the Cheltenham Science Festivals, and if you so want, go check it out because it's going to be good. Okay, see you next week. Bye guys.